In the narrow streets of Sant Vicent dels Horts, a quiet suburb just outside Barcelona, a 5-year-old boy dribbled a tennis ball through cones made of water bottles, his small feet moving with uncanny rhythm and balance. He wasn't mimicking YouTube clips or following coaching manuals, he was simply playing, lost in the joy of control, creativity, and flow. That boy was Lamine Yamal, and though he had never set foot inside Camp Nou, his destiny was already intertwined with the most storied club in football. By the age of 16, he would not only debut for FC Barcelona's first team, but become the youngest player in the club's 124-year history, the youngest goalscorer in La Liga, and a symbol of a new generation redefining what's possible on the pitch. Born on July 13, 2007, in Masia, Catalonia, Lamine Yamal Nasraoui Ibana embodies the rich cultural mosaic of modern Spain. His father, Moni Nasraoui, is from Morocco. His mother, Sheila Ibana, hails from Equatorial Guinea. Growing up in a bilingual, bicultural household, Lamine absorbed diverse influences, from North African rhythms to West African storytelling, all of which subtly shaped his expressive, fluid style of play. His family prioritized education, discipline, and humility, often reminding him that talent means nothing without character. At 6, he joined CF La Torreta, a local youth club, where coaches immediately noticed his vision, close control, and fearlessness in one-on-one situations. He didn't just beat defenders, he embarrassed them with feints, stepovers, and sudden bursts of acceleration that defied his age. His talent soon caught the eye of scouts from FC Barcelona's famed La Masia Academy, the breeding ground of legends like Lionel Messi, Xavi, and Andres Iniesta. At just 7 years old, he became the youngest player ever admitted to the program, a decision that raised eyebrows, but proved prophetic. Within La Masia's rigorous ecosystem, Lamine thrived. While others focused on physical development, he honed his cognitive game. Reading space, anticipating passes, and manipulating defenders with body feints rather than brute speed. Coaches described him as a player who sees the field 3 moves ahead, comparing his spatial awareness to that of veterans twice his age. His rise through the youth ranks was meteoric yet measured. He skipped entire age groups, training regularly with players 4 or 5 years older. At 13, he captained Spain's under-15 national team. At 14, he led Barra's juvenile side to domestic titles, often scoring and assisting in the same match. But what truly set him apart was his temperament. In high-pressure tournaments, while teammates tensed, Lamine relaxed. He smiled during warm-ups, joked with opponents, and treated every match like a playground, yet delivered with surgical precision when it mattered most. The world took notice in April 2023. With Barcelona facing a midfield crisis, manager Xavi Hernandez made a bold call. Include 15-year-old Lamine Yamal on the bench for a La Liga match against Betis. Minutes later, he sent him on, making him the youngest player in FC Barcelona's history at 15 years and 290 days, breaking a record held since 1941. The stadium erupted. Lamine, calm as ever, completed every pass, drew fouls, and nearly scored. Overnight, he became a global sensation. But he was just getting started. In October 2023, now 16, he netted his first La Liga goal against Granada, becoming the youngest goalscorer in league history, surpassing even Messi's mark. Weeks later, he debuted for the Spanish national team, making him the youngest player ever to represent La Roja, a record previously held by Angel Zubieta in 1936. In that match, he didn't just participate, he dictated tempo, delivered key passes, and earned praise from veterans like Alvaro Morata and Rodri. His breakthrough wasn't built on hype, it was built on preparation. At La Masia, he trained under Sergi Mil, a coach known for developing technically elite wingers, and studied footage of Cristiano Ronaldo, Arjen Robben, and above all, Messi, not to copy, but to understand how space, timing, and deception create magic. He added strength through carefully monitored gym sessions, improved his weak left foot through daily drills, and worked with sports psychologists to manage expectations. Unlike many teen stars thrust into fame, Lamine remained grounded. He lives with his parents in Esplugues de Llobregat, avoids late nights, and attends school when not traveling. His social media is sparse, occasional training clips, family photos, and messages supporting anti-racism campaigns. His playing style blends old-school flair with modern efficiency. Operating primarily as a right winger cutting inside on his stronger left foot, he combines explosive acceleration with balletic balance. His signature move, a sudden drop of the shoulder followed by a sharp cutback, leaves fullbacks stumbling. But beyond tricks, he possesses rare maturity. He tracks back defensively, links play intelligently, and rarely forces low-percentage shots. In Barcelona's system, which demands constant movement and positional rotation, he fits like a puzzle piece designed for the future. Off the pitch, he carries the weight of representation with grace. As a black Spanish player of African descent, he has become a role model for marginalized communities across Europe. He speaks openly about combating racism in football, partners with grassroots organizations that provide kits and coaching to underprivileged kids, and uses his platform to highlight diversity in Catalan identity. When racist chants were directed at him during an away match in 2024, he responded not with anger, but with a post-match interview in Catalan, Castilian, and Arabic, affirming his belonging in all three worlds. His success has ignited debates about youth development in modern football. Critics argue his being rushed supporters counter that his mental readiness matches his physical gifts. Barcelona's medical and coaching staff monitor his minutes closely, limiting his appearances in less critical matches to prevent burnout. Yet when he plays, the impact is undeniable. In the 2023-24 season, he contributed double-digit goals and assists across all competitions, often delivering in Clásicos and Champions League knockouts. Brands have lined up, but Lamine remains selective. His partnership with Nike emphasizes performance over celebrity. He wears custom mercurial boots featuring subtle nods to his heritage, geometric patterns inspired by North African art. He hasn't launched a clothing line or signed endorsement deals with energy drinks or fast food. His focus remains clear. Football first, everything else second. Experts believe his ceiling is extraordinary. At 5 feet 10 inches and still growing, he has room to add muscle without sacrificing agility. His decision-making under pressure rivals that of seasoned internationals. Most importantly, he plays with joy, a quality increasingly rare in an era of data-driven, risk-averse football. Fans don't just watch him for results, they watch for moments of wonder, the kind that remind them why they fell in love with the game. As of 2024, Lamine Yamal stands not as a future star, but as a present-day force. He has already broken records once thought untouchable, represented his country with dignity, and carried Barcelona's attack through turbulent seasons. Yet those closest to him say his greatest strength isn't his left foot or his speed, it's his hunger to learn. After every match, he reviews footage with coaches. After every error, he stays late to correct it. He doesn't see himself as a prodigy, just a kid who loves football and works harder than anyone to master it. Lamine Yamal's story is still in its opening chapters, but its message resonates far beyond stadiums. It's a testament to the power of multicultural identity, disciplined upbringing, and the enduring magic of Masia's philosophy. That football is not just about winning, but about expressing beauty through collective intelligence. And in a sport searching for its next icon, he hasn't just arrived, he's already lighting the way.